Thank you, Madam Chairman, and to Ranking Member Murkowski. I know she'll be back. She's voting now, but as you know, my colleague, Senator Portman, who just spoke, and I wrote to you both last month urging the having a hearing on the grid reliability and stability. And I want you to know how pleased I am that you did this in such an expedited manner, and thank you so much, because it's extremely important what we just came through this winter. There are two fuels that keep the lights on, just two right now. That keep the lights on 24/7, 365, and that's nuke and coal. Gas will get into that position. They're not in that position yet, but they will get there. These two baseload fuels provide almost 60% of the power this country demands. And without these baseload fuels, our grid can't function. We know that, and you all have said that, and we cannot keep the lights on. Here's the I'm having a difficult situation, you can imagine, in my side of the aisle with the administration's attitude towards what we're dealing with. I just want the facts to come out, and that's why I asked for this today. I want you all who are on the front line, people that are relying on you, their life basically is depending on, can we have electricity and keep the lights on when they turn it on, when they need it for their, whether it's the air condition, the heat, or for their ventilator, or for their oxygen, whatever it may be. And with what we've come through right now, you know, coal still is 30% of our power, our national mix, plus 30 plus. As you are doing, you think about the fact that nearly 20% of the coal fleet is being retired. 20% of the coal fleet is being retired. Add the fact that EPA's proposed new source performance standard, what it's going to do, will effectively ban the construction of any new coal plants. So then you start looking at the reliability. How do we maintain the system? How do you keep it running? And that's all I'm asking this administration to look at. How do we keep the lights on so people's lives will not be endangered and we not lose people? Coal isn't the only baseload fuel, as you know, nukes too. In the current market condition, it's unlikely that we're going to build any nukes. And yet we may need to replace as many as 100 nuclear units by 2050 if the licenses are not extended again, as you know. How can the system continue to work for the long haul under this sort of strain? Well, everything I've asked any expert, they say it can't. And we are setting ourselves up for a major reliability crisis. During the polar vortex this winter, a whopping 89% of AEP, I have two providers in my state, AEP and First Energy. AEP said 89% of the coal units that are slated to be closed were running 100%, just to keep up with the demand. PJM is the RTO that handles our area, as you know, and we spoke to them, and they're here being represented, and I appreciate they came in and spoke to me. But they were saying that, you know, this was a critical time, and you know, I think, Chairman, they were taking emergency action to keep the system up. And they've done a great job. I mean, they're Johnny on the spot, and I appreciate all that, but even they can be strained. They said they were down anywhere from 500 to 750 megawatts out of 140 plus thousand megawatts they're responsible, that the system could have gone down. With that being said, they said they had another tool in the toolbox, was reducing the voltage on the lines to keep 1,500, maybe 2,000 more megawatts, right? With that system there, you got 10,000 megawatts of coal-fired power coming offline. What happens? You're going to be short next year. So I'd like to know, and I'll start with you, Chairman.